And the best strapper in the business, Stevie Payne's going to come forward and pick the barrier. He's after barrier 1 or 2. And he's picked barrier 1.
Melbourne Cup Speak. I'm going to be rich. Rich, 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 rich.
Every year, on the first Tuesday in November, Catherine Black runs the Melbourne Cup Sweep. Her friends pay a fixed price, reach into the hat and pull out a horse. But for the past 10 years, Catherine won. Which made us wonder, could she really be that lucky? But if it was rigged, she was certainly clever, because no one knew how.
I won't be doing it this year.
But it's not what you're thinking. It wasn't only a cover-up. For Catherine, it was one of those years when you decide everything in your life has to change. And all the changing began with a ring.
When my brother called me at about 10:05, and he said, Catherine, do you realise what happened? I said, no, but I wouldn't like to know anyway. And he said, that your mother died. I love my mum. She was special to me. Now she's up with my dad. Looking after myself. I have to do it sometime. 57 this year. I was thinking of I wanted to be on my own for a change. Even though I miss her though. I think she'll be proud. I'm going to start from the beginning. Catherine Black planned for living independently.
So together with her friends at L'arche, Catherine made a plan. To live on her own, she needed to know 4 things. The first thing, how to make that money. Would she use her skills in crocheting? No, she preferred
Gambling.
No worries, she had another plan. Busking.
I tried making money with my busking.
But there was one problem.
I didn't know how to play the guitar.
Or any other instrument for that matter.
It's a lot harder than I thought. Christine is now my public trustee, and she does all the bills and pavements, and I'm happy with it.
Number 2, you've got to learn to cook.
The next plan, I usually like to cook on my own independently with no help from anyone.
I need some help. Yeah! I know what I'm doing, aren't I?
7 meals, that is my goal. Once I learn to make a dish, I usually sign and tick it off. S-P-A-G-H. I don't know how to spell the damn thing. I need some help, yes or no? No, 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 no.
Well, I can start moving now.
Next time I plan not to be lonely.
Time for some statistics. The loneliness statistic. 84% of people with core activity limitations in Australia hadn't received a visit from friends or family in 3 months. Hello. 59% hadn't received a phone call in 3 months. And 18% had no social contact with another human being outside the people paid to be with them.
Skipper, it's against the law to lock somebody without telling what they did.
So while independent living might sound great, it's becoming synonymous with chronic loneliness, which is why Katrine made a hospitality checklist. What better way to defy loneliness than to be a good host? She had another trick up her sleeve.
Budgies.
She began to share her flat with 2 feathered friends who happened to arrive in a milk carton.
I don't think they can in this carton. Mummy, love you. You know that, don't you? I know I live in the community, but that gets a little bit monotonous.
Keep it down! Keep it down!
Which is why Katrine's final step towards independence is
To be free as a bird. I think somebody should go over there and have a good talk so that I can get peace and quiet. That's all I'm saying.
So on the one hand, you've got chronic loneliness, but on the other, you've got thumpers and volume crankers and people who occasionally dream of your demise. Which might make loneliness look pretty good.
But sometimes I do enjoy their company. Like I just told you, when Mum died, I went to the main house. Everyone was so good to me and looked after me. Sean bites my head off, gives me a big sloppy kiss on the cheek, and he said, we all sat down. I lit a candle for my mum, and each person says something. When I had my birthday, she always used to cook me chocolate cake with marshmallows on top, which was one of my favourites. And Cindy made me a lovely, massive big chocolate cake with marshmallows. She followed my mum's recipe.
She did a better job than me. The marshmallows were slipping off the side.
And I think this is a good place to end our story, because while lists and plans are helpful, maybe independent living is more like a mother's recipe. You take your best guesses.
No, no, no.
You try to get the proportions right.
Keep it down!
And when the marshmallows slip off the side,
Mummy.
you gather with the people you depend on for independence.